If you want to level up and unlock the hottest, highest, and happiest version of yourself, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to today's episode of Hot and Unbothered. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Hot and Unbothered. If you are new here, I am your host, Brianna Gomez, and I am so happy you found me. This is my podcast. We're going to talk about how to become the it girl version of you, the magnetic mindset, dream life you. And I know the way I say that might make it seem like it's very far away and unattainable, but really, it could be right in front of your face. It is so close that you can just almost taste it. So let's dive into today's episode where I'm going to teach you all about attracting these amazing things in your life that you've been wanting, attracting your dream life and stepping into your highest self. Before we dive into today's episode, you guys know I love to share a podcast review, and make sure you guys leave a review for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. Today we have Mia, and she said, "Again, you are the best. I like your vibe and your overall mood. You completely changed myself to be a better person. Thanks." I hope you guys have been doing well. Like I said, for the new month of May, I really want to try to challenge myself. So after this, I'm gonna go to the gym, even though it's late. And I'm trying to push myself and kind of practice discipline so that I can come back with a really on point speaking from experience type podcast episode for you guys, because like I said, I really want to work on glowing up and healthy habits and all that stuff, but who would I be if I didn't do it myself first before coming back to you guys with that? So stay tuned for updates. Before we dive into it, don't forget to hit that follow button on the podcast so that you don't miss any future episodes, because if you want to hop on board to becoming the hottest version of yourself, glowing up by summer, unlocking your magnetic energy, why haven't you hit the button yet? I did one of the question boxes on my Instagram story polls, and I was asking you guys what kind of episodes you wanted to see from me, and something that someone said was manifestation. And manifestation, law of attraction, I have been meaning to do an episode on that because that is a huge part of why I'm sitting in front of you today. So, law of attraction, let me give you the Google definition. If you don't know what it is, I feel like this is the simplest way to put it. The law of attraction is a philosophy suggesting that positive thoughts bring positive results into a person's life, while negative thoughts bring negative outcomes. In other words, a positive mindset will attract more success and happiness than a negative one. Whatever kind of energy you give into your life, you are going to get right back out. Your reality is going to reflect whatever thoughts, mindset, and energy you put out into it. So why not focus on putting positive energy out, projecting, radiating positivity? Because when you walk around with this negative cloud over your head, you're going to attract all bad things. In this life, you will get out whatever you put back in. God and the universe will give us more of whatever we focus on. Think about it this way. On a rainy day, when, maybe everything's going bad, you were late for work, and you define your day as a bad day. You say out loud, today's just not my day. It's not going to be your day. We let these little things that are happening define how our entire day is going to go. So maybe you couldn't find your keys, you're running a couple minutes late. You just called it a bad day. You are going to have a bad day because now you just flipped a switch in your brain that is going to focus on all the bad that is happening to you. But what if you rewrote the narrative and you changed it to the best day ever? You could change something. You could turn on happy music in your car, listen to your favorite podcast, Hot and Unbothered. You could text a friend, call somebody. That was a bit of a silly analogy, but I just wanted to let you guys know that you can 100% get whatever you want in this life based off of your energy, based off of your mindset. What would you say if I told you I manifested being here right now talking to you guys? I manifested my following. I manifested my platform. I used to manifest, physically write out on paper, I will have 10,000 followers on TikTok. And let me show you. Okay, if you're listening on audio, you're going to be confused. I just found a page from July 9th, 2020, and I was manifesting 10,000 followers on paper. I wrote over and over again, I have 10,000 followers on TikTok and growing. My videos go viral. I attract 10,000 followers. I like wanted a platform so badly. I have over 10 times that. And I truly don't believe that just anyone can gain a following and make their dreams come true. Like, you really do have to be in a certain mindset and be open to receiving that. So I visualized it. I would visualize being an influencer, being a content creator. I knew I wanted to do something more with my life, and I like could not stop visualizing it. It was like this thing I could not get out of my head, and I couldn't wait to just go make my videos. Like, I was passionate about this. I wanted it, and I knew I was going to do it. Like, there was not a doubt in my mind that I would get this done for myself. And that's just one little example of the fact that you create your own reality. You are the one who is fully in control of the whole trajectory of your life. You get to choose how your future is and how your reality is, because you hold the key within yourself, which is manifestation and law of attraction through your energy. One of the first steps to attracting your dream life is visualization. You have to be able to see it in your mind, but once you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That is like something that seriously changed my life. And another thing that I heard was, when you want something, it's because your future self already has it. And when you have a good idea and you're like, oh, I should do this, that's because your future self has already done it and it's calling to you. And you need to follow that path for yourself. And we all have something that we want. I want you to visualize whatever it is. Why you clicked on this video, I don't know, but I feel like there's something specific that you want to manifest into your life. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's your dream job. Maybe it's your dream pet. I don't know. Maybe you want to meet somebody. Not only do I want you to visualize what that would look like, but you need to visualize what it would feel like. When in your mind you are visualizing what it would literally feel like to have whatever this is that you desire, you're quite literally placing yourself on the same wavelength of whatever you want. So say I want 1 million followers. And I know life is not about followers, but for my career, whatever, like just say I want to manifest 1 million followers. I need to close my eyes, not only see like the 1 million and see my videos blowing up, but how would I feel? I would probably feel overfilled with joy. I would feel so excited. I would feel like, oh my gosh, I finally made it. I would feel motivated to work even harder and grow my brand. And I would be so ecstatic that my dreams are finally coming true and I'm reaching more people and I'm growing my platform and I'm getting to build my brand and build the message behind Hot and Unbothered, or the message behind Brianna Gomez. Like, I have to put myself on that wavelength of what that would feel like in order to attract it into my life way faster. So visualization is huge. Another huge aspect, if you don't know where to start with law of attraction, is gratitude. Gratitude for me is number one. So if you're writing this down, which I highly recommend to write things down when you're manifesting, just to put it out there like in a physical form instead of just kind of floating in your head. Putting it out into physical, I feel like speaks it into existence, or writes it into existence essentially. So I like to write out all my manifestations, but I write them out in the form of gratitude. So I would say, I am so grateful that people love my podcast. I am so grateful that I have my dream career. I'm so grateful that I hit 200,000 followers on TikTok. And you want to be specific and you want to be genuine. Like, you don't want to be like, thanks universe for my dream boy. Okay, like, what is your dream boy like? And I'm not saying like to manifest boys, but if you want to, like, you have to be so specific. Like, your dream career, where do you want it? Say you want to be a model. What brands are you modeling for? What kind of modeling? What places are you going to get flown out to for your photo shoots? You want to be as specific as possible, because that shows that you mean business with the universe. Like, you know what you want and you're going to get it. It's like asking for something, kind of, but you don't want to just ask. You want to say thank you. So say thank you for the things that you have already been blessed with, and then say thank you for the things that you know are coming. I found that that's a very powerful way of manifestation. On top of that, with the visualization, vision boards are huge. I love Pinterest. I highly suggest hopping on Pinterest. If you don't have Pinterest, what are you doing? I also have a Hot and Unbothered board. If you want to see the vibes of Hot and Unbothered, I have a lot of good stuff for vision board on there, as well as on my own personal Pinterest. I have a ton of other boards as well. But visualization is huge when you can either look at it on Pinterest, make it your lock screen so you see it every single day and you're reminded of what the end goal is. And you're reminding yourself that you are so excited for when your life looks like this, and this is what you are meant for, and this is the reality you are headed towards. You can also cut out things from magazines or print things from Pinterest and glue them physically onto a mood board. Hang them on your wall somewhere you will see it every single day and look at it, focus on it, and visualize yourself in your dream life, standing in your power with that positive energy. And I have proof that vision boards work, okay? I'm gonna pull up my Pinterest really quickly. I made a vision board for 2024 and 2023, and they're literally what my life looks like. So I'm gonna pull up my 2023 vision board just so I could look at what it is. One, I have a boy giving a girl princess treatment, like putting her shoe on for her. My boyfriend literally did that for me. I have, let's see, I'm like such a hopeless romantic. So another thing I have is a boy carrying a girl down the stairs like she's a princess. And that also happened. And I also got a boyfriend in 2023. I have runway fashion shows, which I did walk a runway in 2023. I have pretty girlfriend and obsessed boyfriend. Like I said, I got a boyfriend. And I have a whole one about self-care and hygiene and maintenance routine. And 2023 was the year where I finally started to take my self-care a little more seriously. I had like, I'm so lucky, my energy is magical, and I attract all my desires effortlessly, and I like got my dream job that I really wanted. And then my 2024 one, I have one where it says 111,000 followers, and that was just kind of a brief one. Like I just saw that screenshot on my Pinterest feed and I put it there just to show like follower growth was something that I wanted to manifest, and I hit 111,000 followers on TikTok. I have photo shoots on there. I've done so many more photo shoots. I had a lot of flowers posted. I've gotten like at least 10 bouquets of flowers, I feel like, in this year. And like I never used to get flowers like that. Well, obviously because I was single, but like seriously, like I'm obsessed with flowers, and I was pinning flowers, and like now I have this amazing boyfriend and he just brings me flowers. Like you can't tell me that's just a coincidence. And that's just one visualization example. Another example for my non-believers is that I used to do cheer, right? Pretty seriously. And for my tryouts, one year there was this one skill that I was so afraid of. I had a mental block on it, if you know what that is. And I knew that I needed to make this skill in order to make the highest team. So I knew I needed to land it during my tryouts, but I had been so inconsistent with the skill. I had just gotten it and I was so nervous. And before my tryout, I am literally one, praying to God that I'm going to land this, but I'm also writing down over and over again, I will land this skill. Like I will land my round off back tuck. I will land it. I will land it. I will land it. And I literally had a 50-50 shot of landing it. I'm not gonna lie, the skill was not that solid. And I go in there and I land it. It was like the universe and God was just like lifting me up towards the heavens and putting me back down gently after doing a backflip. And I truly believe if I didn't believe in myself and put that energy out there, I don't think I could have landed it. But I affirmed it in my brain, so it happened in reality. So obviously affirmation is huge. I have a paper and it says, wake up, today's your day, unleash your full potential, turn your dream into reality, envision it, take action, live it, take full responsibility, this is your life. Affirmation is so beautiful and it's so powerful. One, the power of talking to yourself and saying things out loud is so underrated. Like to look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, you are beautiful, you are capable of amazing things, or even like, I am successful. Or saying, I am a successful actress, I'm a famous model, whatever your dream is. I am a smart, intelligent nurse, doctor, PhD, whatever you want to be, you need to show up as them and convince yourself that it's true. Convince yourself that that is in your timeline of life. It's written out in your plan and that you are affirming it's true. And then when something negative happens, like don't claim it. Don't claim that energy. Obviously, not everything in life is going to be perfect and sunshine and rainbows, but when something goes wrong, okay, and brush it off, move to the next. Because once something bad happens, if you let that ruin your entire day or your entire plan for your life, like you need to be more resilient than that. You need to say, I know what I am meant for, and I know what my full potential is, and I will do whatever it takes to unleash it. Which brings me to my next part of this, which is, yes, you can ask for things. You can say your gratitude, say your affirmations. You could write it down. You can do 3-6-9 method. But the most important thing is you can't just ask for these things and then sit there. It's not placing an order. with the universe or with God. That's not how it works. Like, you can't say, hey, like, I would really love this and this and this. I would really love $1 million and thanks. No, that's not how it works. Yes, you can ask for things, you can do your gratitude, you can manifest it, but what you need to do is, again, place yourself on that wavelength energetically. Because if I know exactly who I want to be, if I have this vision painted out of my dream life and my highest self, she is working super hard, she's an entrepreneur, she is a businesswoman, she is a model, she is a successful content creator. I have this vision of her. I think that the dream version of myself is living in her dream home. Her life is together. She's that girl. She has a morning routine, a night routine. She's working out, taking care of herself. She's in love. She has a family. Yes, but like, I know what that looks like, but I need to take the steps necessary to get there. And what that means is every single day you want to show up as the highest version of yourself. Because would the highest version of yourself be sitting at home with a bowl of chips, bed rotting, doom scrolling until 4 a.m? Would she be flaking on work? Would she be talking negatively towards herself about all the things she doesn't like? Or is she going to say positive affirmations? Is she doing her journaling, her planning, her gratitude? Because that's what the highest version of myself is doing. And those are things that I could implement right now. So know who your highest self looks like and then show up as her every single day. Because there's no reason not to. Even if you don't have the $1 million in your hand, even if you don't have the dream career just yet, even if you don't have the dream school just yet, show up as someone who would. And I think a huge part of it is also not getting discouraged when something doesn't show up for you immediately. Again, you can't place an order with the universe and be like, damn, like, it's been a while, where is it? Because one, if something doesn't work out for you, it means something better is on the way. Sometimes your plan might not be the same as the one that any higher being has for us, but you have to trust in the timing. You have to trust in the fact that if it's not exactly what you ask for, something better is coming. Or maybe the timing wasn't exactly right. Maybe you're waiting for this guy, but the timing's not working out. And I think it's knowing that everything happens for a reason and just trusting in God's plan for you and trusting in the whole grand scheme of life, that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay, and that the best possible outcome is on its way to you. But a very crucial part is that you have to let go of any negative thoughts and any self-limiting beliefs. Law of attraction is proof that your mind is truly so powerful. So if you are doubting yourself, if you're doubting that this is even going to really work, it's not going to. Like, you have to full-heartedly believe that the best is coming for you, that you are fully worthy and deserving of the blessings that are about to come your way. And if you're telling yourself, like, no, I don't think that's realistic, or no, that's too far-fetched, it's not going to happen for me, I'm not good enough, I'm not cool enough, I'm not smart enough, like, then you're not going to be. But if you wake up every day and you believe that you are the best that there ever is, if you believe that you are smart, you are beautiful, you're hardworking, you're successful, you're driven and motivated, then you will get exactly what you deserve right back to you. So release those negative self-limiting beliefs and take baby steps every single day to getting yourself one step closer to your dream life, and say your gratitude and manifest and write it down. So for this week's exercise, a manifestation technique that I love that I want you guys to try for this week is writing a diary entry, but instead of just a regular entry, write it from the perspective of your highest self, who is living your dream life and has everything you ever wanted, all your dreams, everything you worked for, everything you were manifesting has already come true. So write it as if you're already owning it. It already happened. So write the date on it if you want to. Write, "Dear Diary, I am so grateful that I'm living my dream life. My husband is the sweetest and he brings me flowers every day. I have a dream home," and be specific. What does your dream home look like? I have a dream home in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, gated community. I have a dream home in a Beverly Hills estate with white picket fences and huge open windows and a balcony and an infinity pool, if that's what you're manifesting. Or you could say, I feel so grateful and excited for everything that's happened in my life. All my hard work has paid off. So for me, I'd write, I'm so grateful that I grew my following and my platform finally took off and my podcast is so successful. People are loving it. I've changed so many people's lives. I've helped so many people and spread this positive mindset for them to become their highest selves. I've had guests on the podcast. I have my own studio. You could write, you've been in movies, you've done acting jobs, all the cool things that you've done and how they make you feel. Like, write that as if they've already happened. It's like just a love letter to the universe. And that will really get your mind going and put your energy again on that same wavelength that your highest self is already on. So for me, that's law of attraction in a nutshell. That's my first manifestation episode that I'm ever jumping into. But I just want you guys to know that you truly do create your own reality and you can manifest anything you want into this life. If you want more manifestation focused episodes, let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. I would love to do that for you. Any other topic recommendations you have for future episodes, make sure to send those my way. Don't forget to leave a podcast review for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. Follow at Hot Unbothered on TikTok and Instagram, and my personal socials are all linked below. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I'm active on there, and I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next Bri-day. Love you. Bye. Mwah.